Hello and welcome to the second instalment of the Brain Hack series. In this second episode, we're going to be talking about negotiation psychology. Tip number 1. In a power play situation, look at a person's hairline as they speak. What this does, it gets the person to focus on the fact that they feel that their appearance is coming under scrutiny. So they start to think, what could be possibly wrong with me? Is my hair in a funny way? Is there something on my head? Whatever it is they're thinking, they become internally focused, and when they focus on themselves, they worry about themselves. They're not focusing on their own strategy for negotiation. So this enables you to get one up because you can still focus on your strategy. Tip number 2. On the whole, people perceive others that have good posture as being more important. If people perceive you as more important, then you're going to have more weight when you try to negotiate, because they're going to associate you as being higher up, stronger, and you're going to be tapping into their subconscious mind almost. Make sure you don't slump, don't slouch, don't kind of cross your legs. Simply sit down if you need to sit down, that is. Keep a straight back. Make sure you put your hands on your lap. Good posture. Good head posture as well, making sure that everything is aligned, and stay strong while the negotiations are taking place. Tip number 3, possibly my favourite tip, is the power of silence. Don't forget the power of silence. It has an uncomfortable effect on people you're negotiating with. It makes them feel fidgety. They don't know how to take it. People are used to conversing, especially salespeople. They're used to sort of a one-way dialogue with yeses, mms, ahs, okay, let's sign the contract type of things from the opposite person's side. When someone is trying to bamboozle you, if they ask you a question you're not comfortable with, give your answer and stay silent. If they give you a price, stay silent. Simply look at them. You might want to say, that's too much. Then be silent. Look them in the eyes. The important part is eye contact must be remained. It's no good being silent and sort of looking away, looking down, or looking into the distance. They're going to just think you've switched off. You give your response, whatever that is, for the appropriateness of the situation. When you do, remain silent, maintain that eye contact. It's going to get uncomfortable for them. What's going to happen? They're going to break, and when they break, it could mean that they lower their price, they throw more things in. Don't let them off that easy though. Do another round or two of silence. That'll really get you the best deal. Tip number 4. When you know you're entering into some kind of negotiation, make sure that you take in with you either a folded piece of paper or a notebook. It doesn't have to have anything in there. If it does, fine, but it really doesn't matter. This is your power tool for negotiations. I promise you this. Whenever someone gives you a figure, whenever they tell you a piece of information that you probably don't trust, all I want you to do is open up the piece of paper or the book so that the other person can't see what's inside. There's nothing inside, so it doesn't matter, but make sure they don't see what's inside. Open it, look at that piece of paper or book, close it, and then give your response. No, okay, whatever it is that is appropriate for that situation. Obviously, I can't cover all situations, but you'll know what's appropriate. That person is going to rack their brain with what you've got written in that notebook or that piece of paper. Do you have figures for the people that supply them so you know how much they pay for that piece of equipment or item or whatever it is? Do you have a better quote on there? Who knows? They're going to be thinking about that. While they're thinking about what's in that piece of paper, they're not focusing on their strategy, and they perceive you as having important information. They're going to ask you at some point, they normally do anyway, what's on the piece of paper? What's in that notebook? All you have to say is one thing. Just notes. And if they want to inquire a bit more, what notes are they? Just say, they're just my personal notes. They can't get anywhere if you just say that. It's going to drive them insane. More importantly, it's going to make them break, and it's going to give you a better negotiation tool. Tip number 5. Not all negotiations are for objects or services. They can also be for changes in behaviour in a workplace or at home. Let's take a workplace example. Okay, so you're a manager, you want an extra 10 minutes a day for your employees to have a rest. You know, that could be 10 minutes spread throughout each working day, so only a couple of extra minutes per break or something like that. It amounts to 5 working days. That's going to be a 50-minute extra break a week. If you go to your superior and ask for 50 minutes, you might not get it. But here's a way to make that 50 minutes seem more attractive to your superior and to probably get that 50 minutes to happen, right? You go in, you request a meeting. In that meeting, you request an absurd amount of time. You say, I want the employees to have, in my team, to have, 5 hours a week extra break time. It's going to get denied. You expect it to get denied, but you need to pitch it like it's the thing that you really want, like it's the genuine thing you want, and have good reasons for it. You're going to get denied, leave the meeting, and make another meeting a week later or some time later. You could do it in the same meeting, but it's better to have some time difference, and I'll tell you why in a second. At the next meeting, you're going to pitch your original request, the one that you actually wanted, just 50 minutes of break time. In comparison to the 5 hours, 50 minutes seems very agreeable. It seems almost fair to have that 50 minutes. If you've left it a week as well, that person that you had the meeting with, and try to make sure it is the same person, is going to feel a bit of guilt maybe. They're going to have thought about it. They may have felt like they've been too harsh, too hasty, or something like that. You're hoping that the person's going to have processed your previous request emotionally and in some way felt a bit mean for denying you. So you're kind of leveraging on their denial and their feelings of guilt. Try it. It works very well. Guys, I hope these tips are going to help you in your negotiations in the future, and I hope you get some great deals out there. If you found any of these techniques and tips useful, and if you know you're going to be using them, please just like, comment, or subscribe on the video. It really does help. Until the next Brain Hacks video, take care. Bye-bye now.